Are you tired of waiting for success to find you? Tired of hoping that someday things will just click into place? The truth is, success doesn't come by waiting, it comes from making the decision to change today. This is your chance to break free, to stop allowing your lazy thoughts, your procrastination, your doubts to control your destiny. You've been holding yourself back long enough. Today is the day to take control of your life. You don't need another day to pass by, another year to go wasted. What you need is action, real action, driven by the decision to stop thinking small and start living big. The power is in your hands right now to step into a new version of yourself. So let me ask you, are you ready? Ready to stop letting lazy thoughts dictate your future? Ready to change the course of your life and begin building the success you've been dreaming of? This is the moment, the starting point, where everything shifts. Get ready to take that first step. It's time to wake up and take control of your future. Let me tell you something. There's a silent force working against you every single day. It's not loud, it's not obvious, but it's there, lurking in the background. These are your lazy thoughts. They whisper to you, telling you to wait, to take a break, to settle for less. They sound harmless, maybe even comforting at times. But the truth is, they're holding you back. These thoughts are the ones that make you hit snooze on your alarm, tell you that tomorrow's a better day to start, or convince you that you're too tired, too busy, too overwhelmed. But here's the reality. They aren't helping you. They're not giving you rest. They're stealing from you. Stealing your time, your potential, and ultimately your future. What would happen if you stopped listening to them? If you made the decision to act, to move forward, to stop waiting for the right moment that never comes? Think about that. What could you accomplish if you replaced every lazy thought with action, every moment of hesitation with confidence, and every excuse with effort? The cost of doing nothing is higher than you think. It's not just about the tasks left undone. It's about the dreams you're putting on hold. Every minute you waste thinking that you'll start later. Every day you convince yourself that this isn't the right time. You're letting another opportunity slip through your fingers. Your dreams don't wait. They get weaker every time you put them off. So let's face it, if you continue down this path, you will never reach your potential. Now take a moment and imagine a different reality. Picture yourself without those lazy thoughts. What if you started your day with purpose, with intention, instead of waiting for motivation to strike? What if every action you took was deliberate, aimed at your goals, even if it's just one small step at a time? This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Your future success is waiting for you to make that choice today. What do you think your life could look like if you didn't let those lazy thoughts control you? What could you achieve if you stopped procrastinating and started acting? This is where your journey begins. This is the moment you begin to unmask your lazy thoughts and replace them with the power of action. It's time to step up, take charge, and unlock the potential you've been holding back for far too long. Let me ask you something. How often do you catch yourself bouncing from task to task, never really finishing any of them? Maybe you're checking your phone while trying to work, thinking about the meeting you have later, or scrolling through social media. It feels like you're busy, but are you actually getting anything done? Here's the thing, focus is your superpower. The world is full of distractions, but your ability to focus is the key that separates those who succeed from those who fall short. When you master focus, everything else falls into place. You'll stop feeling overwhelmed, stop chasing after fleeting moments of inspiration, and start getting real results. But here's the catch, you need to learn how to control it, or it will slip through your fingers every time. Think about it. You've probably been told that multitasking is the answer to getting more done, right? The truth? Multitasking ruins your productivity. It splits your energy and scatters your attention across too many things. You're not giving your best to any one task, you're just skimming the surface. This is why when we multitask, we feel busy but not accomplished. We end the day exhausted but with little to show for it. Let me break this down. When you try to do everything at once, nothing gets done well. That's the cold, hard truth. Your mind wasn't built for that. You're not a machine that can handle constant switching between tasks. Instead, you need to train yourself to focus on one thing at a time. When you do that, you unlock your full potential. Now, how do you master focus? It starts with your environment. If you want to focus, you need to create a space that supports it. Get rid of the distractions around you. Put your phone on silent, clear your desk, and find a place where you can dive into your work without interruptions. A cluttered space leads to a cluttered mind. You can't expect your brain to perform at its best if it's surrounded by chaos. But your environment is just the beginning. You also need to prepare your mind. This is where your mindset comes in. To focus, you need to embrace the power of intention. Decide ahead of time that this is the task you're going to tackle, and make sure you're all in. When you approach your work with purpose, the distractions will feel smaller and less tempting. Your mind will start to zone in on the task at hand, and you'll begin to experience the power of deep work. Remember, this deep work is the key to extraordinary results. It's not about working harder or longer, it's about working smarter. When you create the right environment, cultivate the right mindset, and focus with purpose, the world opens up for you. So stop letting distractions pull you in every direction. Harness the power of focus, and you'll see your productivity skyrocket. It's time to cut through the noise, block out the distractions, and get to work on what truly matters. Have you ever felt like you've hit a wall? Maybe you've told yourself that you're just not good enough, or that this is as far as you can go. You've tried before and failed, and now you feel stuck. Let me tell you something, the truth is your potential is limitless, but you have to break free from the cycle of thinking that limits you. What's holding you back isn't your abilities, it's your mindset. That's right. The way you think about yourself, your efforts, and your challenges is everything. The difference between success and failure often comes down to one simple thing, the mindset you choose to adopt. There are two types of mindsets, fixed and growth. A fixed mindset tells you that you're either born with it or you're not. It tells you that your abilities are set in stone, that intelligence or talent is something you either have or you don't. It's the mindset that says, if I fail, that means I'm not good enough. And that mindset is a prison. But there's another way, a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities are not fixed, that you can improve, learn, and evolve. A growth mindset embraces failure as a lesson, challenges as opportunities, and effort as the pathway to success. The difference is night and day. One keeps you stuck and the other propels you forward. Here's the science behind it. Your brain is capable of change. Neuroplasticity is the term for the brain's ability to adapt, grow, and rewire itself. This means that no matter where you are right now, no matter what you've struggled with in the past, you can change your brain. You can learn new skills. You can overcome obstacles. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it, train it, and it gets stronger. But this all starts with the decision to believe that you can change. So how do you make that shift? How do you break the cycle of a fixed mindset and adopt a growth mindset? First, you have to reframe failure. Stop seeing it as a reflection of your abilities and start seeing it as a stepping stone. Every time you fail, you're learning. Every mistake is an opportunity to improve, to do better next time. When you embrace failure like this, it loses its power to hold you back. Instead, it pushes you forward. Next, embrace challenges. A fixed mindset tells you to avoid challenges because they threaten your sense of self. But a growth mindset, it runs toward challenges because that's where the growth happens. Every time you push yourself out of your comfort zone, you expand your limits. The harder the challenge, the greater the reward. Finally, surround yourself with positivity. You are the sum of the people you spend the most time with. If you're constantly around those who have a fixed mindset, it will be harder to shift your own. Find people who encourage growth, who challenge you to be better, who see obstacles as opportunities. Surround yourself with those who remind you that you can do anything if you're willing to put in the work. Making the shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset isn't easy, but it's worth it. When you start believing in your ability to grow, to learn, and to change, you unlock a power that's been with you all along. You become unstoppable. So what will it be? Will you stay stuck in the fixed mindset, or will you break free and start growing today? The choice is yours. Have you ever found yourself staring at the clock, watching time slip away while you sit frozen, unable to take action? You tell yourself you'll start in a minute, then the minutes turn into hours and the hours into days. We've all been there. The truth is, procrastination isn't just about being lazy, it's about fear, doubt, and a lack of clarity. And here's the harsh reality, every moment you waste now is a moment stolen from your future success. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop procrastinating. Not just in the small, fleeting moments, but for good. It's time to take control of your time and your life. Let's first understand why we procrastinate. It isn't because we're inherently lazy. No, the root causes of procrastination are often fear and self-doubt. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, and the deeper fear of success, of the responsibility and pressure that comes with it. When we're overwhelmed by fear, we avoid what we know we need to do. We distract ourselves and time slips through our fingers. We tell ourselves we'll start tomorrow, but that tomorrow never comes. But here's the thing, avoiding work today doesn't make your challenges disappear. In fact, it makes them worse. The cost of procrastination is more than wasted time. It's missed opportunities, lost potential, and the regret of not reaching for what you're truly capable of. Every task you put off piles up, compounding the stress and the pressure you'll feel later. What seems easier in the moment, putting it off, ends up being the hardest thing in the long run. You're robbing yourself of your future success by refusing to act now. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to start. So how do you break free from this cycle? How do you stop procrastination from stealing your potential? First, start small. Set a clear, achievable goal. Focus on taking the first step, not the whole journey. The longer you sit there thinking about the task at hand, the bigger it seems. But once you start, just once, you'll realize it's not as overwhelming as you imagine. Take 5 minutes, just 5. Begin with that simple action and you'll build momentum. Next, tackle the root causes. If fear is holding you back, recognize it for what it is, just fear. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave enough to act in spite of the fear. Break down the task into smaller pieces so it doesn't seem so intimidating. Challenge your doubts. Remind yourself of your strengths, your past successes, and your ability to rise to the occasion. Don't let your fear write your story. Another powerful strategy is to eliminate distractions. You know the things that pull your attention away: the phone, the TV, the endless scrolling on social media. Remove these distractions before you even begin. Create an environment that supports focus. Set yourself up for success by clearing the clutter, both physically and mentally. Create a space where you can work undisturbed. And finally, hold yourself accountable. There's power in commitment. When you tell someone you're going to do something, the pressure to follow through can be a strong motivator. Share your goals with a friend or keep track of your progress publicly. The more you build a habit of keeping promises to yourself, the easier it will be to stop procrastinating. So I'm asking you, are you ready to take action? Are you done with letting procrastination rob you of your future? The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your decision to stop waiting and start doing. Don't let time slip away. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it never comes. The perfect moment is right now. Take that first step, no matter how small, and watch how it changes everything. Your future self is counting on it. Have you ever set a big goal for yourself and felt the excitement at the start, only to watch that enthusiasm fade as the weeks go by? How many times have you dreamed of something great but found it hard to stay committed to making it happen? Here's the truth. The difference between success and failure isn't talent or luck, it's discipline. Today I'm going to show you how discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Without discipline, your dreams remain nothing more than wishes. The discipline to take consistent action, even when you don't feel like it, is what turns your visions into reality. You see, results don't happen overnight, and they don't happen through bursts of short-lived energy. They happen through consistent, disciplined effort, day in and day out. It's not the huge one-time efforts that change your life. It's the small, consistent actions that stack up and create massive results over time. So how do you build lasting discipline? It starts with small steps. You can't expect to go from 0 to 100 right away. Set manageable goals. Break them down into smaller tasks and focus on doing them every day. It's not about grand gestures. It's about the small actions that you repeat over and over again. Think about this: discipline isn't something that happens once in a while. It's something you build through consistent action. Every time you do what you said you would do, no matter how small the task, you reinforce the habit. And before you know it, that habit becomes who you are. It becomes the person you are becoming. The key to discipline is not in doing big things every day, but in staying committed to doing the small things, over and over again. Building lasting discipline means making progress even when it's tough. It means showing up when you'd rather stay in bed. It means working when there's no immediate payoff. But in the end, those moments where you push through the resistance are the ones that count the most. You won't see the results immediately, but just like planting a seed, you'll eventually see it grow if you keep watering it daily. Your habits are like roots. Imagine you're planting a tree. At first, the roots are small and barely noticeable. You can't see the growth happening beneath the surface. But if you keep watering and nurturing those roots, they grow deeper and stronger. Over time, they give rise to something strong, something resilient. Your habits work the same way. Each small, consistent action you take is a root being planted in the soil of your future success. If you stop watering those roots, if you stop showing up every day, the tree withers and dies. But if you keep at it, if you stay disciplined, that tree will eventually reach for the sky. The success you're working for right now, it's already taking root. Every effort you make is another layer of growth. So ask yourself, are you willing to build those roots? Are you ready to embrace the daily discipline it takes to turn your dreams into a living, breathing reality? The road to success is paved with consistency. Small actions, repeated day after day, are the key to getting where you want to go. Don't get discouraged when it doesn't happen overnight. Just keep watering the roots, and over time, the results will come. Consistency is the secret weapon that separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the difference between potential and actualization, and it's in your hands to make it happen. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, while others struggle to break free from the same cycle of financial stress and self-doubt? The answer isn't just about luck or circumstances, it's about mindset. If you want to create wealth, you have to think like a millionaire. It's not just about what you do, it's about how you think. The truth is, your mindset is the biggest asset you'll ever own. Today I'm going to show you how to adopt the mentality that separates the wealthy from the rest of the world. I'm going to challenge you to break free from the limitations of your current thinking and begin thinking bigger. So what sets millionaires apart? It's not just their bank accounts, it's their mindset. Millionaires see opportunity where others see obstacles. They don't fear failure. They embrace it as a stepping stone to success. The difference between success and stagnation is the willingness to take bold action, to push beyond comfort, and to invest in yourself. While most people sit back, waiting for things to happen, millionaires make things happen. They know that wealth isn't just about having money. It's about creating value, taking risks, and thinking in terms of abundance. Adopting the millionaire mentality requires a shift in your thinking. It starts with the understanding that the best investment you can ever make is in yourself. Millionaires don't sit around hoping for good things to come their way. They work tirelessly on their personal growth, skills, and knowledge. They understand that they are the creators of their own future. Every time you invest in yourself, whether it's learning a new skill, attending a seminar, or improving your health, you are building the foundation for wealth. You are expanding your potential. And let me tell you something, wealth isn't built by playing it safe. You can't sit on the sidelines waiting for everything to line up perfectly before you take action. Millionaires are not afraid to take calculated risks. They know that without risk, there is no reward. They understand that failure is not something to avoid, it's something to learn from. When you begin to see failure as a teacher, you unlock the power of resilience and you learn how to get back up stronger than before. Now it's time for you to think bigger. Stop playing small. Challenge yourself to think on a larger scale. The people who create wealth are the ones who refuse to limit themselves. They believe that they can accomplish anything and they act accordingly. Do you truly believe you have the ability to create wealth? If you don't, it's time to shift that belief. Wealth is created by thinking in terms of possibilities, not limitations. You have to act like a millionaire before you become one. You have to see opportunities where others see problems. Start thinking in terms of investments, both in your life and in your future. This isn't about some get-rich-quick scheme. It's about developing a mindset of long-term success. Millionaires know that wealth is not a single event, it's a process. It's about creating systems that work for you, building relationships that propel you forward, and continuously learning. Ask yourself, what am I doing today that will set me up for success tomorrow? If you're not taking deliberate action to build your wealth, you're missing the point. Every millionaire you admire started where you are, by taking that first step towards something bigger. So I challenge you today to stop thinking like everyone else. Stop playing small, think bigger, take risks. Invest in yourself and understand that your mindset is the first step toward creating the wealth you deserve. You have the power to make the change today. Will you rise to the challenge? Will you adopt the millionaire mindset and start creating the life of wealth and success that's waiting for you? The choice is yours. But remember, what you believe about your future will shape the actions you take today. Think like a winner, and your journey toward creating wealth begins now. Have you ever found yourself daydreaming about your goals, your dreams, and your potential, only to find yourself stuck in the same place? You've got the vision, you've got the drive, but nothing happens. You've spent hours planning, thinking, and wishing for success, but somehow it's still just a distant idea. Here's the truth, nothing happens without action. Your ideas are powerful, but they won't become reality until you do something with them. You don't need more information, you don't need more time, you need to act. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn those ideas into results. No more waiting, no more hesitation. Action is the real secret to success and achievement, and it's time you start taking it. The power of action lies in its simplicity. You've heard it before, but let it sink in. Nothing happens until you take that first step. It's not enough to just talk about your dreams or hope they come true. You have to put in the work. And here's the thing, action doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be grand. What matters is that you're moving, that you're making progress. Every step you take gets you closer. Even the smallest move forward is still progress. When you act, you open up possibilities. Doors start to open that you never thought were there. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw barriers. The truth is, action is the bridge that connects your ideas to your reality. But I know what many of you are thinking. What if I mess up? What if it's not the right time? Let me tell you something. If you wait for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. The danger of overthinking is that it paralyzes you. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of what if and maybe later, but that's not where success lives. Success doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't wait for the stars to align. Success rewards those who take imperfect action, who start before they feel fully ready. If you keep waiting for everything to be just right, you will miss every opportunity that comes your way. Perfection doesn't exist. It's a myth that keeps you from taking action. Now let's talk about how to make action happen. The key is to stop thinking and start doing. But how do you do that when everything feels overwhelming? The answer is simple, break it down. Create a plan and then break that plan into manageable steps. Focus on the first step, and once you've done that, focus on the next. Small actions add up to big results. You don't have to have everything figured out right now, just take the next step. Imperfection is not something to be afraid of. It's a part of the process. In fact, it's where growth happens. You learn as you go, and you refine your approach through experience. So stop worrying about the perfect plan. Create a plan that gets you started and adjust as you move forward. The bottom line is this: stop waiting, stop thinking, and start doing. Every time you hesitate, every time you think maybe later, you're letting an opportunity slip away. You have everything you need right now to take action. You are ready, the time is now. Whatever you've been putting off, Start it today. Don't wait for the right moment because it doesn't exist. Your future success is waiting for you to take action, and it starts with a single step. So what are you waiting for? Take that step and let's get to work. Your success is waiting, but it can only find you if you start moving. You've learned about focus, discipline, and mindset, the essential ingredients to unlock the success you've always dreamed of. Focus keeps you grounded, discipline makes it all possible, and a winning mindset allows you to stay on track even when obstacles come your way. Together, these elements are the foundation for your success. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to be committed. These are the tools that will turn your dreams into reality, but they only work if you choose to use them. Now I'm giving you a challenge. Take one small step today, one action, no matter how small, to start building the future you want. You don't have to have everything figured out, but you have to start moving. The key to achieving anything is getting out of your head and into action. Remember, progress is progress no matter how slow. So take that first step today, whether it's setting a goal, making a plan, or simply deciding that you're ready for change. The time to change is now. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it's never coming. Your future is waiting for you to take action, and it starts today. Your $1 million mindset isn't a distant dream. It's right in front of you. It's in the decisions you make now. So don't hold back, step into your greatness, and make today the day you start your transformation.